Idlewild is a children's theme park located in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, and with it being home to many fun rides and attractions, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we are going to count down the top 10 rides at Idlewild. Starting off at number 10, we have Turtles. And no matter whether you undertake a trip in your very own giant turtle or you're just looking for another unique ride, then this is just for you. The only thing is, however, it is not all easy travelling, because as soon as you have boarded the turtle with up to one other person, not only will you spin around and around and around at a pretty fast speed, but your turtle will also bounce up and down, making a perfect first ride that I would feel wrong not putting on our top 10 list. If Turtles was a little bit tame for you and you'd rather spin and bounce a lot more, then look no further, as for our number 9 spot, we have Tilt-A-Whirl, which, as you can probably guess by the name, will allow you to do just that, and you will not be wrong. Within a nutshell, your freely spinning gondola spinning around on a plate that will then also spin and bounce up and down on a central platform for the entire 3-minute ride duration. How crazy does that sound? And so with those funny interactions that you can also get with the other gondolas, this should definitely be a must-do. You can't have a theme park without a Scrambler ride, and Idlewild is no exception. As for our number 8 spot, we have Scrambler, the park's, believe it or not, Scrambler ride. And so before we do begin to talk about this rather dizzy ride experience, with it being one, if not the most common type of ride around the world, if you are visiting the park on a busy day, then we suggest riding the more unique attractions first. Yet if you do get a chance to ride, you will definitely not be disappointed, with you literally spinning non-stop until you are flung against the edge of your seat. For our number 7 spot on our top 10 list, things are starting to become a lot crazier, as we have Howler, where you, of course if you think you have what it takes to fly through the air, can jump aboard a car for a very, and I mean very dizzy experience. And I think the moment you see it in motion, it is very easy to see why. However, on ride it only gets 10 times crazier, with you not only rising and swinging through the air, but by using the wheel in the centre, spinning around too, creating either a nice and relaxing or throwing up dizzy experience that should definitely be on your bucket list. It is time to take flight, as for our number 6 spot, we have Flying Aces, and ever since its debut back in 2007, this plane-themed attraction has always been a fan favourite, and for a good reason, because similar to Howler, just a lot more awesome, you will both be spun around non-stop in your plane, as well as given the opportunity to make your experience a little bit more unique by using the wing located in front of you. And so when also taking into account the great Flying Aces theming throughout, you do not need to be a Flying Ace pilot to know that this is totally incredible. Top 5, and coming in for this spot, we have Paratrooper, the ride for you if you have ever wanted the sensation of paragliding, just without the crazy heights, because on this classic flat ride, you will be able to climb aboard a 2-person paraglider that will then spin around faster and faster till you are quite literally swinging outwards. However, we are still not at the best part yet, as when you think it cannot get any more bonkers, the ride machine will tilt to a 45-degree angle, causing even the bravest of thrill seekers to put their hands in the air. Who here loves giant spiders? Well, of course you do. And so you have got to take a ride on our number 4 spot, Spider, because I promise you that this ride will definitely not bug you at all. Ding ding. Okay, that was a horrendous spider pun. However, this ride sure isn't. With along your 2.5-minute adventure, your freely spinning car, which I will let you know is on the end of a giant spider leg, spinning non-stop, whilst also bouncing, tilting and rising up and down. Isn't that just crazy? And so with its awesome lighting package too, in my eyes a trip to Idlewild is nowhere near complete without a spin on Spider. Here we are at the top 3 rides at the park, and for our number 3 position we have got no other then Roundup. The ride has taken the word dizzy to the next level, and here is how. Now of course it would not be a flat ride without spinning or twisting you around a few times, and Idlewild has got plenty of those. Nevertheless, what makes this ride so crazy is the fact that in addition to this, at the same time as spinning around non-stop, you will be tilted high into the air and standing up. And yes, you did hear me right there guys, you will be doing the entire ride standing up with nothing but the force holding you in, creating some memories that you, nor your stomach, will ever forget. Between number 2 and 1, it was tough. However, after a lot, and I mean a lot of consideration, we have decided to put Rollo Coaster at the number 2 spot. And despite it being the oldest ride at the park, with its debut all the way back in 1938, it definitely packs a punch, with as soon as you have boarded the train. And for the best overall experience, we would suggest the front row, you racing around the forest, completing many classic wooden drops, twists, turns and airtime hills at a pretty fast speed. And so there is no doubt in my mind that this should be a must do for all adults, kids and absolute thrill seekers alike. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my eyes for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Wild Mouse. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, from the moment you walk into the park and see this giant Vekoma Wild Mouse, you will instantly want to take a ride. And you should definitely do just that, as words literally cannot describe how great its many twists, turns, drops and airtime hills really are. And so I think this rather nice ride is perfect at our number 1 spot. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.